Hello, property owners and managers. Managing a rental property is undoubtedly rewarding, but let's be honest. One of the most challenging aspects of this job is dealing with difficult tenants. Late payments, noise complaints, or tenants who neglect property care can all disrupt the smooth operation of your rental business. Today, we're going to explore actionable strategies to manage and resolve issues with problematic tenants. With these tips, you'll not only protect your property, but also maintain your professionalism throughout the process. Whether you're new to property management or an experienced landlord, you know that problematic tenants can turn your work into a nightmare. Despite a thorough screening process, you may still encounter tenants who cause issues, whether it's failing to pay rent on time, violating lease agreements, or disturbing neighbors. For landlords in high-demand urban markets like Bangalore, where rental properties are constantly in flux, it's crucial to find a balance between being assertive and maintaining positive tenant relationships. In this video, we'll walk you through several effective strategies to handle tenant issues and ensure that your property remains in excellent condition while keeping tenant relations professional and smooth. 1. Prioritize clear and open communication. The first strategy for managing difficult tenants is establishing clear and open communication from the start. Whether you're facing issues such as delayed rent payments or complaints from neighbors, your first action should always be to address the tenant in a calm, professional manner. Effective communication is key, particularly in a diverse market like Bangalore, where cultural and linguistic differences can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. By fostering open communication, you can often prevent small issues from snowballing into larger disputes. 2. Keep detailed records. If problems arise, documentation is your best friend. Keep a detailed record of every incident, whether it's a complaint from a neighbor, a late payment, or any violation of the lease. Record your communications with the tenant as well. A clear written trail is invaluable if the situation escalates to a legal dispute. In Bangalore, where local laws and regulations govern tenancy agreements, detailed documentation can protect you from potential legal issues and ensure you have the necessary evidence should you need to take formal action. 3. Enforce lease terms fairly and consistently. Your lease agreement is your primary tool for managing tenant behavior. Make sure it clearly defines rent due dates, maintenance responsibilities, and other key terms. When a tenant violates these terms, refer back to the lease and enforce it firmly but fairly. Tenants in Bangalore may not always be aware of local laws or might overlook certain clauses in their lease agreements. By reminding tenants of their responsibilities in a professional and courteous manner, you can often resolve minor issues before they escalate. 4. Address issues promptly to prevent escalation. It's essential to address tenant issues as soon as they come to your attention. The longer you wait, the more likely it is that the problem will worsen, making it harder to resolve. If rent is late, or if you receive a noise complaint from neighbors, don't wait for the issue to resolve itself. Reach out to the tenant immediately. This is particularly important for property managers in Bangalore, where rental properties are often multi-unit buildings, and one disruptive tenant can easily affect others in the community. Tackling problems early will help you maintain peace and order within your rental property. 5. Offer practical solutions and compromises. Not every tenant issue requires immediate enforcement or legal action. Sometimes, offering a practical solution or compromise can resolve the problem in a way that benefits both parties. For instance, if a tenant has a legitimate reason for paying rent late, such as a medical emergency or temporary financial hardship, consider setting up a payment plan. In a competitive rental market like Bangalore, tenant retention is key, and offering flexibility in difficult times can build goodwill and foster loyalty. A tenant who feels supported is more likely to take better care of your property and remain cooperative. 6. Engage a property management company. Managing difficult tenants can be time-consuming and stressful, especially if you have multiple properties. In such cases, hiring a professional property management company might be your best option. Property management companies are well-versed in handling tenant relations, rent collection, property maintenance, and lease enforcement. In a fast-paced rental market like Bangalore, Partnering with a reputable firm like SANGAU can save you time, stress, and even money in the long run. They act as an intermediary between you and the tenants, ensuring smoother operations. 7. Know when to serve an eviction notice. Eviction should always be the last resort, but in some situations, it's the only viable option. If a tenant consistently violates lease terms, refuses to pay rent, or causes significant damage to the property, eviction may become necessary. Make sure to follow the legal procedures carefully to avoid any repercussions. In Bangalore, eviction processes are governed by specific rental laws, so it's critical to stay up to date on the proper steps. Begin by issuing a formal notice to vacate, clearly stating the lease violations. Ensure that you follow every legal requirement, as mishandling the process could delay eviction or result in penalties. 8. Utilize mediation to resolve disputes. Before heading to court, consider mediation as a way to resolve tenant disputes. Mediation involves a neutral third party who helps both you and your tenant come to an agreement. It can be an effective alternative to legal proceedings, saving time, money, and stress for everyone involved. Many property management firms in Bangalore offer mediation services, or you could hire an independent mediator. Mediation can result in a peaceful resolution while maintaining a positive relationship between landlord and tenant. 9. Stay updated on tenant rights. It's essential for every landlord to understand tenant rights, particularly when dealing with difficult tenants. Tenants in Bangalore are protected by various legal provisions, and failing to respect these rights could lead to legal consequences for you. Ensure that you're familiar with local rental laws, particularly around rent control, deposit limits, and eviction processes. Staying informed about tenant rights will not only protect you from legal issues, but will also help you manage your property more effectively. 10. Maintain professionalism and composure. Perhaps the most important piece of advice when dealing with difficult tenants is to remain calm and professional throughout the process. Losing your temper or becoming emotionally involved will only escalate the situation and make it harder to resolve. Even when tenants are rude or uncooperative, maintaining a composed and professional attitude will help you keep control of the situation. Bangalore's rental market can be unpredictable, but handling conflicts with professionalism ensures that your property management stays on course and avoids unnecessary drama. Bonus tip: streamline tenant management with professional help. If you're struggling with tenant issues or need assistance enforcing lease terms, consider the property management services offered by SANGAU. With extensive experience in managing rental properties across Bangalore, SANGAU ensures that your property is well taken care of while providing professional support in handling tenant relations. They manage everything from rent collection and maintenance to legal compliance, giving you peace of mind as a landlord. Conclusion: dealing with difficult tenants may be inevitable in property management, but by applying these strategies, you can effectively manage conflicts and maintain control over your property. From clear communication and detailed documentation to mediation and legal action when necessary, these steps will help you resolve tenant issues while safeguarding your investment. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more property management tips and advice. Have a question or a unique experience with a difficult tenant? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.